just go with this. I'm gonna have to do my audio for it. So OBS wants to play another fucking ad for some reason. I don't know why. So 1 second. All right. Hello. Finally. Welcome back to this. Or welcome to this. Prison of Husks. I don't know a whole lot. The demo, also. I don't know a whole lot about this. It was recommended to me. I know it's like a Souls-like. I do know that. I don't know how long the demo is. Hopefully pretty long, because I wanted to actually talk a decent bit about some stuff. Okay. Press start and tab to access inventory and settings. Escape, pause. Okay. It's locked. Do I have any items for it? I do not. Hello? Hello. You need to get out of here. You have something of a responsibility. Look to your feet, for I've given you a way out. I wasn't here a second ago, but alright. You take 3 hits before your armor breaks. When you run out of AP, you will take HP damage when hit and are more likely to get stunned. Deal damage to regain vitality and restore AP. Okay. Wait, what? Press left face button, shift space. Okay. Left face button. Oh, X. Okay. That's odd. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, we are like firmly entrenched into the 4:3 ratio. Okay. Locked. Well, I don't think I want to go in there anyway. Locked. Okay. I don't have a weapon, and I don't seem to have an attack without a weapon anyway. I'm goody. I'm good. Later. Yeah, Battlefield was not working. I'll have to figure out what the hell's going on in my encoder settings on this this rig. Ow, fuck. It's only on OBS that it doesn't like to run. Ow. I don't know whether I'm supposed to have a weapon yet. I'm getting a weapon. Longsword. The fuck? Oh, your PC's fucking around. Yeah, that was one thing I was gonna actually talk about too. So I was gonna swap my GPU and stuff over and like power supply for the time being, but Asus went ahead and sent me an email saying that it's gonna take like 3 days for them to figure their shit out, and then they're sending it back. Like they'll fix it or return it or give me like a new one. So I was just like, all right, if that's the case, yeah, it looks. I'll wait. Hopefully they can figure. I assume they can't figure out what's wrong with it. This guy hit me without even looking at me. No. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm not. Yeah, climb. Keep climbing. Why do we climb so fucking slow? I don't like that. We drop down? No, we don't drop. Okay, don't do that. So yeah, I think I'll just wait until I get my motherboard back, and then hopefully everything will be a-okay, and we can go back to my original rig, which worked pretty much perfectly until aside from my own little gripes. For such a long time. Are you seeking an out from this decrepit prison? You appear rather lost, but with determined to lure. If you can find a lever that allows my cage, then I'll gladly help you. Okay. But yeah, do you by a chance? And yes, it is a Souls-like. Do you by a chance think it's like a power supply issue, Gil? Oh, here we go. We can go through here. Scarlet Flask. Is that our... Maybe search up the area and showed a lot of things that could be wrong. That's not... That's not good. I fucking hate that. That was one of them. I think it gives you an error code. Mine never... Like, whenever I have issues, I don't get a fucking... I don't get an error. It's just like, yeah, it's doing this now. Figure it out. No. Jailer's Emerald Key. Two cell keys. No, I got an idea though. Open this up. This will be a good idea. Wilting Lily. From the soil yearns for the skies. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops. Yeah. I don't enjoy. Hardware is one thing, like hardware issues are one thing. I don't enjoy when it's like a software issue and it's like, yeah, it could be literally anything. Roll the dice. Oh, clean. It also sucks whenever like my PC shows the slightest hit. Like I'm gonna be paranoid as fuck when I get my motherboard back, because my PC is gonna show the slightest like hiccup, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, it's all over now. Doesn't help that everything's so fucking like overly fucking expensive. Everything. It was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. Like everything, like it's no secret now that everything's just fucking ridiculously fucking expensive. And I'm like, it's getting to a point where I'm like, what are we doing? I mean, it's already at a point where I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, yeah, okay. With PC parts specifically, like, PC used to be the answer. Like, you want something that's long-term gonna save you money, get a PC. And yeah, sure, it'll still, every time you block, hit someone or dodge, so you build adrenaline. The more adrenaline you build, the more damage you deal, the health and health you regain. However, you will take more damage as well. Be careful. How do I block? Oh, that's how I block. Can we open this door? Actually didn't check. But like the upfront cost is basically tripled for even like the most basic shit. And at a certain... What? Oh god. Jesus, okay. Like, it's hit a point where I'm like, I don't think most people are going to be able to justify the price point to themselves, especially with everything else going on. On top of the fact that they're getting less. Like, across the board, you're paying more for less. Like, not even just with PC stuff, like all across the fucking board. Like, I have a friend that still has a 1060 or whatever the fuck the 1080. Lever is missing. Okay. And he can still run games relatively decently, and he's never had an issue with that GPU. But I know a lot of people. What the fuck? Oh, hey. Thank you kindly for bringing me down. On the way here, you may have passed by a chapel. Perhaps you could put the sword. The fuck? I left the. I know a lot of people with like the latest fucking GPU or something, and they're having nothing but problems with it. Oh, wait, I think I know what the key is. And it's like, you're paying more for a less reliable product that is also just worse than the previous generation. The fuck? The previous generation. I don't like the way they're moving. Okay. And it's like, that's across the board with everything, like hobby related. Damn it. Or not even just hobby related, like just across the fucking board. Pretty much everywhere. Okay, I gotta get used to these controls. Okay, that's a big leap. Let's see it again. You do a lot of damage. I think you can see their stamina bar. I did notice, I'm noticing a lot of headlines of like developers and like publishers moving, like canceling their live service projects. this is somewhat related to the cost, me bitching about the cost of everything, but also like not really. I'm wondering if it's a response to them just losing a fuckload of money on everything. Like, that's live service lately, because like there's been like a lot of just complete failures live service wise lately. Sony is apparently just hemorrhaging money with Marathon, which doesn't really surprise me. There was Concord recently, which was also Sony. Then there was another thing that was like done by the Apex devs, or some of the Apex devs. Why are you getting up? Oh, good, you have ads. Great. Because that's what I wanted. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. And like, first off, I think less live service games are overall a good thing for the industry. But also, I think it's a symptom of just how fucking ridiculously expensive it is to do anything in the industry. Like development costs are only going up, along with everything else. And like, I'm not the only one that said it. I'm not even the first. I know I'm not the first one that said it, but like, I do feel like the gaming industry is in like a soft crash. I'm sure Warframe. I think Warframe is okay. Like, they aren't scaling. Like, Warframe is not trying to be a AAA mass market appeal. Warframe, the devs of Warframe strike me as people that know their audience, know that they're not going to get much, that like, they can't do, like, they can hyper specialize for their audience. And damn it. Yeah, I think this run is one. Heal. Like, they can hyper specialize for the audience and keep raking in the dough, or they can try and mass market appeal, and then like the fucking big issue with a lot of AAA studios is they try to be everything for everyone, and that's not gonna work. Like, you have to, you're not gonna appease everyone no matter what you do, so you really just shouldn't. Like, it kind of seems a little doomer to say, and I don't mean it like that, but like, not everyone's gonna like your game, no matter what, no matter how hard you try to make it to where everyone's gonna like your game. And most of the time, you're better served by focusing on a specific demographic for your game. Like, not like Street Fighter 6. Look at like fighting games right now. Like, fighting games are the easiest they've ever been to get in. They are the best like they've ever been. But they are like the most popular they've ever been. However, there are still people that I know that will not play a fighting game. Won't even try. Like, they're like, nah, it's not my thing. Now, some of those people, totally valid. Some of them, we're talking about the totally valid ones, but we're not. But I do want to point out that there are some people where it's like, yeah, everything you want out of a game is you would get out of a fighting game. But your refusal to try it because you're scared. Why am I I'm stuck. Okay, that was weird. I like couldn't move. I'm stuck again. That's weird. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. That was a big leap. That's a bit of a problem for a Souls like. But like, we're not really talking about the people who like just refuse to broaden their horizons no matter what. Like, even with people like me, like, sports games are not my thing. This is new. I believe the demo actually is the only thing out right now. That sucked. Like, even me, like, sports games are just not my thing. I will probably never like play a sports game. Oh, killer. They've never really been my thing. I think the only sports games I've ever given a shit about were the old wrestling games. I don't really think those count. I'm stuck again. I mean, I could move. Dodge. Dodge. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, the Wii Sports games. But I play like almost everything except sports games. But trying to appeal to me, like someone like me who just doesn't find any interest in sports games and never will, is only going to like, the only thing I could think that you would get me into a sports game is having like, I don't even know. I know it would not be well received from like the mass market appeal, which is where those games make their money. Sports games are for like, you know, the Call of Duty audience. You know, the guy that plays only fucking 2K or fucking Madden and then Call of Duty. Those are the only two games they buy. But like, I don't know. I think this topic just kind of goes to, I think what most people want, whether they will admit it or not, is they want smaller games that are smaller, cheaper games that aren't trying to, like, you know, the whole argument. Smaller, cheaper games where the developers paid more. I think the biggest issue with most game development is there's always some fucking publisher who's like, oh, well, yeah, well, we gotta put this in because, I mean, Call of Duty fucking had it. Well, this game isn't Call of Duty. This is a Souls-like. Just for instance. There's no reason for us to put that feature in, but it will make us money. But in the long run, it really won't. I can kill him. There we go. I was like, I know I can kill this bitch. Threat slain. Pigment permeates within the id. Okay. They all stabbed themselves. All these fucking dolls thick as hell. Yeah, all this to say is like shit's fucking expensive and it really sucks. And it's hitting a point. It's way past the point where it's like, I think we're knocking the demo, like knocking down the actual people that are, you're actually cutting into your profits significantly. Also, my My fucking autofocus is on again. I fucking hate. I don't know what it is with this computer, but also nothing saves. None of my peripheral settings save. OBS saves all my settings, but nothing that is like digitally saved saves. I'm guessing this is the end of the demo. But like, I mentioned this. I've been trying to get into Magic for a long fucking while, and like Magic Gathering cards are way too fucking expensive for fucking cardboard. What lies ahead? I'm assuming some fucking like Firelink Shrine looking area, if I had to guess, considering this is Undead Asylum straight up. Yes, also Pokemon. And I saw a video recently where I was like, this guy bought a pack. Oh, I'm guessing that's the end of the demo. I'm thinking that's the end of the demo. That is the end of the demo. This guy bought a pack, and the pack itself was $480. And the pack, which this is so fucking foreign to me, because as somebody who likes opening packs, the pack itself is more valuable closed, sealed, than any of the cards you can get from the pack. You have a likelihood of getting from the pack. I don't know why OBS lag like that. They, like, he opened the pack and everybody was like, are you fucking sure you want to do that? Like, fucking really? I think the cards he got was like worth $40. And so he was like, he paid like 470 or something like that. So he was down like $420 because he opened the pack, where if he just turned around in like 5 years and sold the fucking, assuming the market doesn't crash, which I don't know, I would think this is unsustainable enough that it should have crashed already, but here we are. If he turned around in 5 years, assuming the market didn't crash, he could have probably made $200-300. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we just, is it a fucking gambler's tax? Like, oh, the Schrodinger's booster pack, like, it could be worth $1 million. You could get a shadowless fucking Charizard in there, or you could get fuck all. You can get a goddamn, I think you pulled a Doug Trio, and that was the most expensive card in there, and it wasn't even foil. But like, we're starting to see the market kind of I think the market crashed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm pretty sure, like, because a lot of the cards that I have, because I like collecting to an extent, but I also like, the only reason I like collecting stuff that has a use. Like, the only reason I like collecting the shiny cardboard is because the shiny cardboard has a game attached to it that I also play. Yeah, it's kind of just at the point, it's kind of just that point where it's like, everything's fucking fake. Like, money is not real. This piece of cardboard that, let's be honest, most of us as a kid, when we got them, probably, like, I know some guy that, I don't know why OBS is lagging occasionally. It doesn't tell me it's lagging, but my webcam is. I know a guy, and I know this specifically, because he kicks himself for this, because he was a stupid fucking kid. He got a Pokemon card that I think is now worth $5,000. Way back when he was a kid, from Booster Pack. And he fucking, because he was a stupid fucking kid, ate the card as a bet. Way back. Like, fucking just, most, or yeah, like, folded them in half. Like, I don't get it. I know somebody, one of my girlfriend's friends found like a bunch of old Pokemon cards that were worth a decent bit, and they sold them, and I don't think they were worth like anything like crazy, but they made like, I think like something like 8,000 off of them. Like, to an extent, I get it. if there is something worth collecting, there will be expensive things of that. This is the case with guns, cars, cards, what have you, action figures. But not everything is worth that much, and it's like I can understand like first packs, like the Shadowless Charizard, stuff like from the first stuff, or like the very first like Blue Eyes and stuff like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think are still worth a decent bit. But when you have these new, like Final Fantasy, for the Final Fantasy packs for Magic the Gathering are still super fucking crazy expensive. But then when you look at the price of the cards and like the actual rarity of those cards, it's like you buy a box and you probably, like, maybe you'll break even, but it feels like we're charging extra because the gamble is worth more than the, I don't know. And speaking of cars, because I'm looking at cars right now, I've said this before. I'm pretty sure most people know that most people that know me know I wanted a 93 Fox Body Mustang for like ever. Not for the fucking price. The used car market right now is fucking stupid. Not for the fucking prices that we're looking at now. Like, I like the Fox Body Mustang, but I'm gonna say this. The Fox Body Mustang is a piece of shit. I like it not because it's a great car. I like it because it's a great start of a car. But stock is a piece of shit. And most of the cars that I'm seeing are like, they're convertible, automatic. The paint's not even like they are not worth. Like back when I originally was looking at one, back when I had a roller that I was working on before I had to sell it for COVID. They were going for like $5-8 grand. Occasionally you'd see the really, really good ones go up to like 15. But now that's like the base. The base price for a Fox Body is like 10 to 15,000. And I'm sorry, I'm not, and I want a Fox Body really bad. I'm not paying $10,000 to $15,000 for a fucking Fox Body that I'm going to have to put double that in to get where I want. Like, they don't. I saw one recently. It was a convertible, which is already the worst fucking body style. They are the least, convertibles across the board are the least wanted. They're heavier, their body is less rigid because they have a fucking roof. It was an automatic, and it was going for like $25,000 fucking dollars. And the guy was like, rollers go for $8,000. Well, first off, that's not the main thing. Like, they should roller, like a car with no engine, no transmission. Yeah, 1970 Chevelle with no engine, no transmission for $8,000. Why the fuck would a Fox Body? Why the fuck would I get a Fox Body roller for $8,000 at that point? Especially that in Texas, because Texas, like, let's be real here. Texas has a pretty big car scene and also has a pretty big street racing scene. And Fox Bodies are the most popular street racing platform from just looking and seeing like these street racing events. I'm not talking takeovers or anything. I'm just talking like maybe a garage will like cordon off their street illicitly, like it's not on the up and up, and then they'll do drag races down the fucking the straight end. Fox Bodies are very popular in drag racing here in general, but like, so that causes it. But then I looked at this convertible for a good while because I was just like, ain't no fucking way. And it still hasn't sold, mind you. It still hasn't sold because I think a lot of the people that are willing to pay that much for a Fox Body are going to go get a Cobra or like go a few states over and get it for a little cheaper. Or they're going to get a coupe, because the coupes, I like the hatchbacks personally, but the coupes are more popular. That's why I'm looking like the price of shit is so fucking crazy right now that it's like I don't understand what we're doing. Like we're just up in the like, oh well, if it's worth this much, well it might be worth this much, and it's like no, you don't, like you're cutting out. Like this feels to me, maybe because I'm not greedy, like I'm really not. But if I was sitting on like a car that sells for this much regularly, that's what I'm going to charge for it. I'm not going to charge double that because the really, really, really good collector's grade ones sell for that much. Because one, not like even my truck that I got offers for like over and over and over. There it goes again. Over and over and over for like 25, 30 grand. It wasn't worth that much. Now, we are in Texas. It was an older truck. It was a very, very popular body style, and now it's nostalgic. So I can kind of see 20 to 30 grand. But if I was actually selling it, granted before it got stolen, if I was actually selling it, I probably would have sold it for like 15. In all honesty, it's not like a super big collector's edition. It had a V6, not the V8. Like, I would want my car to go to someone that's going to drive the car. I don't fucking understand the point of buying cars and then them just sitting in your fucking garage forever. Like, again, I get car collections, but the collection is fucking useless if you don't drive it. Like, I don't know. This is just me. This is really just boiling down to me bitching about the economy. Like the economy across the board, even the used market, like the fucking gray market economy, fucking sucks. That being said, I am looking at GTIs right now, which are currently, because Volkswagen gets hit with depreciation like a fucking truck, currently pretty reasonably priced for what they are. Note how I said reasonably priced, because 150,000 on a European car, about 1,000 miles on a European car, is not worth $15,000. Now maybe in a Golf R, but I'm not looking at Golf Rs. I'm looking at GTIs, which are pretty reasonably available under 10K, and I'm like, okay, that's good. That's yeah, like. Because I know what I want from a GTI. I don't want it to be like a drag strip monster. I don't want it to be like a track monster. I want it to be my daily that I can also make go fast. And maybe when I get my GTI, I'll do content on it probably. Like, I don't want my car. I have ideas. There it goes again. I have ideas for a couple of channels. Like content that I don't think would fit on the main channel really. I don't really know if I want to make another channel and then start it from scratch right now. Like, I want to do like gun stuff, but YouTube fucking hates gun stuff. I want to do fucking car stuff. I don't know why this fucking webcam sucks ass right now. I want to do car stuff when I get like another fucking car. Also, I'm putting a kill switch in this fucking car. I've had 2 cars stolen. I've had 2 cars stolen, and I'm fucking tired of it. At this point, I'm just gonna fucking rip the guy. Like, yeah. All right, I'm done driving it for the day. Pull the engine. Mind you, this was when I lived at the other house. As much as I fucking hate Arlington, which yes, I fucking hate Arlington. I miss Fort Worth so much. I would believe that the amount of car thefts in my area are significantly less than they were in Fort Worth. But yeah, I had my fucking. First off, if you ever get offered, like, this is advice for anybody that may watch this. You ever get offered a fucking Chevy Aveo, I don't give a fuck what the price is. Don't fucking buy it. That car fucking sucked ass. I'm kind of glad it got stolen. I just wish I could have gotten my $2,000 back. $3,000 by the time I had to buy the fucking parts to repair it as well, because it got fixed and then got stolen by the people that I bought it from, might I add. But if you ever get offered a Chevy Aveo, don't get it. That car sucks ass. I had the brakes go out just randomly, and then when I looked at it and then had a mechanic look at it, they were like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck these brakes went out, but they had it happen to them. They're like, yeah, I can't figure it out. And then I got the truck, which I inherited from my grandma. That got stolen. Granted, I understand why that got stolen. There were the entire time I had that truck, there was like always somebody that wanted that truck. That being said, they're looking the chances of me getting that truck back are significantly higher than me getting the Aveo. I don't know where the fuck the Aveo is. I have a good idea what the truck is. I'm looking at getting a GTI, and then maybe when I get a GTI, we'll do content on the GTI. Car content, and then maybe if down the line I get my truck back, we'll also do content on the truck, because I know before the truck got stolen, I had an idea of what I wanted to get fixed up. It's not in real bad condition. It might be now, but it's not in real bad condition. I reported it. I have an idea who stole it too, and I get the problem is cops are notoriously bad at, especially in Fort Worth, but notoriously bad at just, oh yeah, your car got stolen? Yeah, well, the chances of us finding it are bad, so we're not even gonna look. I'm worried that's what's happening. And eventually, like, I do want to get a Fox body, and I'm definitely going to once I get the Fox body, there will be car content at the very least, but we'll probably have one with the GTI too. I know what I want from the GTI. I know what I want from Fox body. Kind of, if I get the truck back, kind of semi-sure what I want from the truck. The GTI, I just want it to be a daily. I'm max horsepower wise. I want to get 400. I'm not gonna do like a Golf R, like all-wheel drive swap or anything like that. Just not in the wheelhouse. The Fox body, I definitely want to do a Terminator rear end swap and make it like the GTI will be daily first, everything else second. The Fox body will be track and drag strip first, daily second. And the truck will be like somewhere in the middle, probably. But that's if we get to that point. Also, the job, like, I'm just rambling now. We're done with the demo, which also this game seemed pretty decent. I will definitely check this out later, when it fully releases. But we're just rambling now. The fucking job market sucks. Like, I have put more applications into businesses that just straight up don't exist in the last week than I ever have in any point I was looking for a job. I put a fucking application into a Long John Silver's that when I went to call to follow up on the application, I found out the Long John Silver's just straight up didn't exist. Just It's not that it was closed, it's just never existed. And I'm like, oh, good. So I just gave some fucking scam bot call thing my fucking number, and sure enough, I've been getting like spam calls pretty much every day around the same time. I broke down. I really don't want to work fucking fast food again, but I broke down and went ahead and just fucking like Long John Silver's, just applied for specifically night shift. Because a lot of places say they're hiring for night. Keywords say they're hiring for night shift, and I applied to a lot of places because there's a lot of fucking fast food places around here. I applied to a lot of those places because I was like, man, that's all I fucking worked on was at Taco Bell. I was a shift lead. I was specifically night shift lead. Taco Bell for like just under 3 years. If there's anything I'm fucking qualified for right now, it's this. And specifically the Whataburger. I applied. Waited a week, called up there. Hey, I put in an application. Kind of like just wondering if I could get follow up on that, basically. And they're like, oh yeah. Our manager's not in right now, but I will definitely let him know and have him call you, or you know, if you don't hear back from him, you know, maybe call back or something. It's like, okay, it's kind of annoying. I feel like I'm kind of like I'm actively looking for jobs, and it feels like they're asking, like, if to look for a job you have to hyper focus on this. Like, it feels like they're asking you to hyper focus each fucking job now, like each application, like one at a time. And so I called it back like another week, and they're like, oh yeah, we're not hiring right now. It's like, why the fuck is the application there? I looked, it's still there. Why the fuck is the application there for this location if you're not fucking hiring? Why the fuck did you say that before? Because it was the same fucking person that answered. Maybe they didn't know, but why the fuck is the application there? I have applied to so many fucking jobs lately, and it's super weird because I applied to like okay, so for work history, just all this, I worked I don't even really count this because it was literally 3 months and then the store shut down. But I worked 3 months as a fucking clerk for GameStop. Then I did 3 years as a plumber's apprentice, and not including the plumber, because that was a family friend. So the people that stole the car from me, might I add. Just for how far that goes. But the GameStop applied, like, took me like 3 weeks. I applied to GameStop the first week and then checked the other weeks. Didn't do any follow-ups. Got a call back from GameStop. And they're like, hey, we need a cashier. Are you interested? Are you okay? I applied full-time, but they're like, are you okay with part-time? And I was like, yeah, sure. I need money. I hate not having, I genuinely hate not having my own money. And then that store closed. It was kind of blindsided, but like, it was actually kind of a fun job. But I was kind of blindsided. I also really don't like retail. I hate customer-facing jobs, specifically because of that job and Taco Bell, but the people at that job made that job fun. And then there was the commercial plumbing I did that for 3 years. Like I said, family friend, all that. That job was miserable because if you've ever worked a blue collar job, and like you aren't really conservative, you worked a blue collar job in a conservative area and you aren't really conservative, and you also aren't really the type, like, you don't really go to strip clubs, you don't really go to the bar, you just kind of go home. And I know there's a lot of people in blue collar jobs that do this. They're like me, where you go home, you play video games, or you fucking like go to the fucking card shop and play card games. Like, you're the nerd. Like, there's a lot of nerds in blue collar. But if you're the nerd and you're also not a conservative, you don't really get along with most of the people. I'm not saying like I didn't get along with anybody. Like there were actually like 3 lead plumbers that I got along with really well. But most of the people in that fucking place I did not get along with. And it was kind of just the point where it was like, if I want to keep my job and I want this to go as easy as possible. Fuck you, Cameron. I want this to go as easy as possible. I should really just bite my tongue. So I did, and it just didn't do. That job was not great for my mental health. I got along with 3 of the fucking lead plumbers. I did not get along with this one specific one that I caught. Like he was trying to get me fired, and I constantly got put on his jobs. Until COVID happened, and then they basically laid off a decent chunk of people because they were already struggling for jobs before COVID, and then COVID hit, and they kind of they had maybe like 4 big jobs. Also, don't ever let anybody tell you that with commercial plumbing that your job will not be automated. I saw it happening with my own eyes. Like, yeah, sure, you may not have a robot, like just a regular robot, come in and do it, but I mean, you'll have the work of like 4 guys. Like, say you have to do a trench, there's stuff coming out that replaces 4 guys and does the trench in half the time. Sorry, your job's getting automated to an extent. It's like you basically have one guy that uses a remote control, and he's able to do the trench in half the time of 4 people. Congratulations, those 4 people are now out of a fucking job, basically. And then after that, COVID happened and all that shit, so it was kind of hard to get a job. So that's letting that aside. But when the job market really opened up and COVID wasn't as big of a problem anymore for finding a job, it took me I applied Taco Bell. Like, my first thing I applied to, because it was right down the road from me and I didn't have a car at the time because, car got stolen. And I was going to go, just wanted a job because there were a lot of jobs right by the old house. And I applied Taco Bell. Within 3 days, I heard a call. Hey, can you come in for an interview? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. All right. And then after the interview, I was like, he basically told me at the interview I was hired. That job fucking sucked. But I got along with a lot more people at that job than I did plumbing. So overall, but this job search has been fucking crazy. I'm not at all used to not hearing back at all, ever. And then being like, oh yeah, we're actually not hiring. The application, ignore the application. Like, it feels malicious to an extent. Like, it feels extremely malicious. It's at a point where I'm like, okay, if I'm able to just get the car before I find out, hear anything from this fucking job, I'm just gonna fucking do DoorDash and hope for the best. Because my area is apparently pretty poppin' with DoorDash. It also will work out kind of stream-wise because then I don't have to change my schedule a whole lot for DoorDash. Because you work your own hours, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There are plans. But then you also have AI and shit. And that's part of the deal. You have AI, and it's like a lot of fucking jobs are just getting wiped out by AI, and with no fucking safety net. And it's like I don't know. The fucking I don't know what what this country's plan is for the future. It definitely feels like a lot of corporations have realized, oh, we can actually just cut out you from the equation and still make our money. So get fucked. And the government's not doing the damn thing about it because, you know, I mean, most of them are in the government. I don't know. I was like my whole fucking goal, like when COVID was happening, it was like everybody was kind of in doom mode. Like, it's never gonna get better. It's never gonna get better. The jobs are always gonna be terrible now. And I think part of that is actually the ripple effect into here. Like, COVID, we're still dealing with some of the like aftermath of COVID in the job market and stuff like that, combined with now, you know, the Epstein class. Let's just put it at that. I was gonna tiptoe around that. I was like, nah, never mind, fuck that. But it was like, you know, maybe there's something to this, just buying a fucking truck and converting it into a fucking food truck. Because like the trucks that would come to like the work sites around lunch and just sell snacks. And like, yeah, sure, some of them would have like their own, like, you can buy some tacos, you can buy menudo or whatever. There's always Mexican food because, you know, Mexican food's great, especially in Texas. But it's also very, very like, I don't know, like, just I was like, what if I just did that? Because they were always fucking popping. Every work truck I saw, no matter how small the job site was, or like just buy a work truck, or just buy a fucking van, convert it to a fucking food truck, and just go to the job sites. But that requires having a lot more money than I do at the moment, because like I said, the used car market sucks. I looked recently at like a truck, like, that was considered the cheaper end for a work truck, and it's not cheap anymore. It's actually more, it's more than the fucking Fox bodies I was looking at. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, gotta spend money to make money, but fuck, I don't have, what about the people that don't have money? I don't know. I've been like talking with a lot of friends and kind of evaluating the situation and bouncing off the ideas with a lot of friends when I'm not in the fucking hospital or sick. I'm also really sick of hospitals. I've been in like the hospital. I've personally been to the hospital once, but I've been to the hospital like 3 fucking times now in the last same amount of weeks. And it's like, yeah, hospitals. I hated hospitals before, but I fucking hate hospitals now even more. But I've been bouncing like ideas and like thoughts off with friends, and like everybody's pretty much in the same boat. Like, even my friends who like weren't, I would say, fiscally progressive, I don't know the fucking term, are like, yeah, I think capitalism's gotta go. And it's like, oh shit, what happened? You were like all full like for capitalism, and he's like, nah. Now you're like, like the most lukewarm take I've heard from like my friends is like, yeah, American capitalism is a problem. And it's like, okay, American capitalism, but that's the most lukewarm take. And then the further I talk with more friends, it's like it goes more and more to just, yeah, capitalism, it's gotta go. And it's like, okay, I'm glad to see that like most of the people are just in Like most people in my friend groups are just sick and tired and fed up with the way the system's been fucking them. A funeral for Sunday for one of my dad's friends. Ah. The way you frame that, only met him 4 times. I'm still gonna say I'm sorry for your loss. Died in the hospital. Ah. Speaking of hospitals, another thing that's shit. Being shit of Texas hospitals have always been shit, I feel like. But it feels like they've gotten worse. This episode's gonna be titled "Old Man Yells Yells at Everything." This was meant to be mainly a focus on this demo, which, by the way, yeah, Prison of Husks is good, but I'll definitely check it out if you can. I will. But yeah, I'm so tired of going to a hospital, like going to the emergency room or something for something, and then being like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. We ran all these tests, didn't tell us a fucking thing. I'm just tired of everything. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're going with. I'm not even 30 yet, and I feel like I'm just like I feel like the old man that yells at everything. I'm getting there, but I'm not yet. Yeah, I'm tired of going to hospitals, for whether it's me going to a hospital or, like, for instance, my girlfriend or something, and then being like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. We ran all these tests. They didn't tell us a fucking thing. Here's some prescriptions that are, like, basically just painkillers, like general purpose stuff that, like, you might get for the flu. Have fun. Hopefully you don't die. And also, here's a $15,000 bill. It's like, why the fuck did I even come here? Like, now I'm just in debt and in pain, when I could have just stayed home and possibly been just in pain. I'm worse off than when I came in here. And I still have no idea what's going on with my fucking stomach. I've tried the liquid diet. Maybe it's helped. I've mainly tried like a bunch of anti-inflammatories. Maybe it's helped, but the problem, like, is still there. It just might be better. Might be. But yeah, I don't know. So let me see here. Do we have anything else we can play? I don't fucking know, actually, on this PC, because this PC does not like much of anything else. Oh, is Guilty Gear Strive gonna finally fucking address the goddamn Infinite that they gave? What's his nuts? Fucking, who's his name? Happy Chaos? What a stupid fucking name, too. Also, my head. Yeah, you know what? We can play something. I got an idea. I think. Yeah, I got an idea. This is gonna be something I've been like holding off for a bit, and I don't know if this is the right time to play it. Well, let's add play first, but we will be right back.